Today is day 26, and we're going to be talking about how to keep your team excited. There's going to be multiple points we're going to hit today. Let me start with number one. Your team is going to have to believe that a project can become really big. There needs to be a sort of belief that if we do the right things, this is going to change our life and it's going to change people's life. If they don't believe in the project itself, they're never going to be energetic. So the project needs to be good enough. It needs to be communicated good enough. You can watch my video on idea validation and also the one on mission and vision. It's going to help you to communicate that to your team and make them believe in the product. Second thing is your team's going to have to believe in you. They have to believe that you're going to be the one to bring them to the promised land, and that if they stick by you, they're going to win. Success is going to come to them. So you have to be the one that raises the bar when it comes to energy and excitedness about the project. You need to be on fire, man. Every time you talk to them, you need to be on fire. Like you need to have it so strong in your mind that the project is going to be so huge and successful that they cannot help themselves but feel the energy and mirror it. Third is going to be your team has to believe in the team you're building. If there's B players or C players in your team that are not performing 100%, whether by effort or skill or understanding or communication, your team is not going to believe in the project. Everyone around them needs to be a winner and everyone needs to be on the same page. For your team to be energetic about the project, you need to believe in the project, believe in you, and believe in the team. Now, people are energetic in their own way. Energetic doesn't mean woo, woo, woo. Everybody's like shouting all the time. People communicate their energy in different ways. Some people communicate their energy by just working really, really hard by themselves in silence. Some people communicate their energy by disagreeing a lot and objecting a lot. They want to make sure the project is going in the right direction, so they want to make sure everything's all right. That's how they show their energy. Some people show their energy by speaking a lot. Some people show their energy by listening and talking less. So about the video on communication yesterday, somebody that's usually very extroverted and talking a lot, if they're actually very interested in a project and they believe in it, they might actually be more silent, more listening and giving more space to others because they really want to win. You have to share the mission and the vision and get your team excited. And to get your team excited, you have to be excited yourself. If you wake up in the morning and you think, oh, I got to go work on my startup, nobody's going to be excited in your team. You got to see it like it's a blessing that you get to work on your startup today. You can visualize, you can use mantras, affirmation. Hypnotize yourself into thinking that working on your startup is the biggest blessing of all times. I'd recommend looking at Tony Robbins' book, Neuro-Associative Conditioning, NAC, in his book, Unleash the Giants Within by Tony Robbins. That's going to help you to associate pleasure with your startup in your own brain and override the pain and always be excited and positive and get good feelings whenever you're working on your startup. That's going to be critical for your team to feel the same thing. So energy can be shown in different ways, but how we arise energy is always in the same way. If the ball is not moving forward week by week, even day by day, if they cannot see tangible steps up the mountain, they're not going to believe we're going to make it up the mountain and they won't be excited and they'll just stick around until they slowly fade away. That's the last thing you want. You get no off week where you're feeling sad or demotivated or sick. You are not allowed those, unfortunately, because you've decided to be successful. You are not allowed to drop the ball. You have to pick yourself back up more quickly than other people. You have to get ahead on your work so that if something happens, you're not delayed. You are the leader of your team. That's up to you to do the correct planning, the correct work breakdown structures, correct schedules, and build the correct team to be able to do that. Progress can be in multiple ways. It can be coding, design, building the team, building the community, the business plan, the finance, the marketing. There's a million ways, but every day you have to get closer to the goal. That's the thing that's going to motivate your team the most by a mile. A strike of balance between enthusiasm and hope and groundedness and reality and pessimism is going to be needed. Your team has to feel like you're the man that's going to bring them to somewhere impossible to go, but somehow you're grounded enough to bring them there. It's a subtle balance to strike. And it's going to come with a lot of energy, but a lot of calmness also. You're going to need to be calm. You want your team to be extremely excited. You want to remain calm and move the ball forward day by day. Ultimately, your team being excited is going to make you win. If you don't believe in yourself yet, you're not going to be able to get your team excited. See my video on sales for that. Don't think you're going to be able to sell your product to 1 million people if you're not able to sell yourself to 1 million people. Don't believe people are going to trust your product if people don't trust you. You are the business. You are the product. There is no shortcut. You're going to have to overcome your own complexities, your own traumas, for the sake of becoming successful. You just have to drop down your guards, as we said yesterday. Be yourself. Be a leader. Go and be courageous, my friend. Good luck. See you tomorrow.
You look so sweet and you're so goddamn fine. Oh, I wanna make